Hello, everyone, and welcome to our channel. Did you miss the new videos and how did you celebrate the new year? Write about your experience in the comments and let's finally begin. We can't deny that practically everyone is so much absorbed by the daily routine that doesn't notice the world surrounding him. There are vast forests, boundless oceans, murmuring rivers and enormous mountains resembling giants. However, the world isn't only about nature but about animals as well. It's a common knowledge that there's a great variety of different species, but in today's top we'll focus only on the biggest animals in the world. Anaconda. Not everyone will believe that snakes can be one of the largest animals in the world, as they're used to seeing tiny snakes in local forests. Nevertheless, if you go to South America, you should be really careful, as there's a high chance to meet them in local jungles. Actually, there are lots of debates about the size of anaconda, as some people claim that they had seen species alleged to be as long as 30 to 45 meters. At the same time, some snakes which live in the water can reach up to 30 feet in length. Besides, anaconda stands for 4 species of aquatic boa, and green anaconda is considered to be the largest one. It rivals the reticulated python in length but is typically considerably heavier. It can weigh 250 kilometers and have a girth of more than 30 centimeters in diameter. Notably, female anacondas are significantly larger than males, having the largest sexual dimorphism of all the snakes. But this animal isn't only one of the biggest but one of the most dangerous in the world due to its diet. The point is that they usually feed by deer, wild pigs, birds and large rodents, and also aquatic animals such as fish and reptiles. Anacondas swim well and kill their prey by strangling them. If that doesn't work, they drown them. Anacondas swallow their prey whole, starting with the head. This is so the legs fold up and the prey goes down smoothly. The anaconda can swallow prey much bigger than the size of its mouth, since its jaw can unhinge and the jaw bones are loosely connected to the skull. While the snake eats, its muscles have wave-like contractions, crushing the prey even further and surging it downward with each bite. Moreover, these snakes can survive years without eating. Southern elephant seal. Probably it's one of the most strange and simultaneously cute-looking animals in the world. Unfortunately, it's quite hard to see them with your own eyes, as, according to the latest tracking studies, their main feeding area is at the edge of the Antarctic continent. While elephant seals may come ashore in Antarctica occasionally to rest or to mate, they gather to breed in subantarctic locations. The largest subpopulation is in the South Atlantic, with more than 400,000 individuals, including about 113,000 breeding females on South Georgia. The other breeding colonies of the Atlantic subpopulation are located on the Falkland Islands and Valdez Peninsula in Argentina. So, in such case, if you live nearby, you have the great chance to visit these wonderful animals. But you need to hurry up if you want to see them. After their near extinction due to hunting in the 19th century, the total population was estimated at between 664,000 and 740,000 animals in 2005, but as of 2002, 2 of the 3 major populations were declining. The reasons for this are unclear, but are thought to be related to the distribution and declining levels of the seal's primary food sources. Most of their most important breeding sites are now protected by international treaties such as UNESCO World Heritage Sites or by national legislation. As for southern elephant seals' physique, on average female southern elephant seals weigh 400 to 900 kilograms and measure 2.6 to 3 meters long, whereas bulls can range from 2,200 to 4,000 kilograms and grow to 4.2 to 5.8 meters in length. African ostrich. This is the largest living bird in the world, but in regard to its body type, it isn't able to fly. In fact, it's senseless to mess with it, as despite its harmless look it can be immensely dangerous. Firstly, when frightened, they tend to pick up a speed up to 72.5 kilometers per hour. Here's why it's regarded as one of the fastest land animals in the world. Secondly, if threatened, they might deliver some dangerous kicks. Also, there's a myth that ostrich tend to bury his head in sand if it's frightened. Nevertheless, it's false. The bird can only lean its head on the earth after the long exhausting run. An adult male is up to over 2.5 meters tall and weighs somewhere around 150 kilograms. The females are comparatively smaller. They have long legs and a long neck that protrudes from a round body. Males have bold black and white coloring that they use to attract females. Females, on the other hand, are light brown. Also, there are other size records connected with African ostrich. They can boast the largest eyes among all land animals. According to the African Wildlife Foundation, an ostrich's eyes are 5 centimeters in diameter. Also, the ostrich is the only bird that has 2 toes on each foot. All other birds have 3 or 4 toes, according to the American Ostrich Association. And, finally, ostrich egg is the largest egg in the world with an average length of 150 millimeters, diameter of 125 millimeters and 1.35 kilograms in weight. Saltwater crocodile. This animal terrifies you from the first sight. That's why it would be better to avoid visiting such places as brackish and freshwater regions of eastern India, Southeast Asia and northern Australia in order not to meet this monster in the real world. An adult male saltwater crocodile's weight is 600 to 1,000 kilograms and length is normally 4.1 to 5.5 meters, although mature males can be 6 meters or more and weigh 1,300 kilograms or larger. Typical female body lengths in the range of 2.1 to 3.5 meters. The largest female on record measured about 4.2 meters. The mean weight of the species as a whole is roughly 450 kilograms. At the same time, the largest size saltwater crocodiles can reach is the subject of considerable controversy. The longest crocodile ever measured snout to tail and verified was the skin of a dead crocodile. The main problem is that skins tend to shrink slightly after removal from the carcass. Saltwater crocodiles are immensely dangerous for both animals and humans. They're capable of taking nearly any animal that enters its territory, either in the water or on dry land. They are known to attack humans who enter the crocodile's territory. Polar bear. Polar bears, also known as white bears, are truly massive carnivores native to the Arctic Circle in the Northern Hemisphere. These predators are known as hypercarnivores, which means that over 70% of their diet comes from meat. What's more, they're known by their super sense. Polar bears can smell a seal from over 1.5 kilometers away and under a meter of snow. Apart from the process of hunting, they also need to keep warmth as they inhabit Arctic Circle. Here's why they're equipped with incredible insulation. Each bear can have a layer of blubber up to 10 centimeters thick topped with a double coat up to 15 centimeters thick. No wonder polar bears are classified as marine mammals like sea lions and sea otters. This is because they are incredibly reliant on sea ice, and extremely comfortable in the ocean. One bear was recorded swimming for 9 days straight to reach an ice floe at sea. Can you imagine that to yourself? Personally, I find it hardly possible. Unfortunately, hunting of these bears caused a dramatic drop in populations in the 20th century. Each year the number of bears killed increased, as hunting technology grew more efficient. Hunting hit its peak in 1968 with over 1,250 bears were killed. Hunting regulations helped to improve their population numbers. All of that resulted in the fact that they're in danger of extinction. Giraffe. I suppose that there's no person in the world who have never heard about such an animal as giraffe. It's known all over the world due to its impressively long neck, but I suppose that most of you didn't know that the giraffe is related to deer and cattle. However, it is placed in a separate family, the Giraffidae, consisting only of the giraffe and its closest relative, the okapi. You must be really surprised right now or even shocked. Also, the giraffe is rather ancient because its ancestors first appeared in Central Asia about 15 million years ago, while the earliest fossil records of the giraffe are from Israel and Africa and date back about 1.5 million years. The giraffe is the tallest living animal in the world. The height of adult males reaches 4.5 to 6 meters and the weight, 800 to 930 kilograms, whereas females are shorter at 4 to 4.8 meters and the weight is estimated in approximately 550 to 1,180 kilograms. If you want to get to know this animal, you need to find savannas, grasslands or open woodlands. Giraffes prefer areas enriched with acacia growth. Most of them live either in East Africa or in Angola and Zambia in southwestern Africa. Until the middle of the 20th century, giraffes were also commonly found in West Africa, south of the Sahara, but populations there have fallen sharply and become increasingly fragmented. As for giraffes' diet, they can eat up to 66 kilograms of food daily. During the dry season, giraffes eat evergreen leaves. When rainy season begins, they switch to new leaves and stems that sprout on deciduous trees. Also, twigs and branches are pulled into the mouth of the giraffe with their long and dexterous tongues. White rhino. Remember I told you not to mess with African ostrich? So, you shouldn't do it with this guy as well. The head and body length is 3.7 to 4 meters in males and 3.4 to 3.65 meters in females. The male, weighing about 2,300 kilograms, is much heavier than the female at an average of about 1,700 kilograms. The largest size the species can attain is not definitively known. Specimens of up to 3,600 kilograms are considered reliable, while larger sizes up to 4,500 kilograms have been claimed but are not verified. Anyway, white rhino is really dangerous, especially due to its horn-like growths made from solid keratin on the snout. White rhinoceroses are found in grassland and savanna habitat. It drinks twice a day if water is available, but if conditions are dry, it can live 4 or 5 days without water. It spends about half of the day eating, 1/3 resting and the rest of the day doing various other things. What's more, they enjoy wallowing in mud holes to cool down. As well as polar bears, white rhinos are also in danger of extinction. As of March 2018, there are only 2 rhinos of the northern white rhino left, both of which are female. They live in the Old Pajeta Conservancy in Kenya and are protected round the clock by armed guards. The majority of the southern white rhinos occur in just 4 countries: South Africa, Namibia, Zimbabwe, and Kenya. Southern white rhinos were thought to be extinct in the late 19th century, but in 1895 a small population of less than 100 individuals was discovered in KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa. After more than a century of protection and management, they are now classified as near threatened, and 19,600 to 21,000 animals exist in protected areas and private game reserves. They are the only of the 5 rhino species that are not endangered. Now let's talk about 3 biggest animals in the world. Hippopotamus. The name of this animal wasn't chosen accidentally. It comes from the ancient Greek for river horse. But, to my mind, there are practically no similarities between these animals. Common hippos are recognizable by their barrel-shaped torsos, wide-opening mouths revealing large canine tusks, nearly hairless bodies, columnar-like legs and large size. As for their physique, adults averagely weigh 1,300 to 1,500 kg. Also, despite its stocky shape and short legs, it is capable of running 30 km per hour over short distances. What's really bad is the hippopotamus is a highly aggressive and unpredictable animal and is ranked among the most dangerous animals in Africa. Nevertheless, they are still threatened by habitat loss. African elephant. Finally, we have come to the animal which isn't necessarily a threat to humans, because there's plenty of opportunities for tourists to spend time with these amazing animals as they're high social. This could be attributed to their large brains, which can reach over 5 kilograms. African elephants are the largest land animals on the earth. They are slightly larger than their Asian relatives and can be identified by their larger ears that resemble the shape of the African continent. Also, elephants have impressive trunks functioning in different ways. Firstly, it's not a secret for everyone that the weather in Africa makes you feel like you're in hell. So, elephants are fond of water and enjoy showering by sucking water into their trunks and spraying it all over themselves. Afterwards, they often spray their skin with a protective coating of dust. An elephant's trunk is actually a long nose used for smelling, breathing, trumpeting, drinking, and also for grabbing things, especially a potential meal. The trunk alone contains about 40,000 muscles. African elephants have 2 finger-like features on the end of the trunk that they can use to grab small items such as flowers, for example. Apart from trunk, elephants have powerful bodies. Their height reaches 2.5 to 5 meters, while weight is approximately 2.5 to 7 tons. Blue whale, 30 meters in length and weight reaching 180 tons. How can be the real creature so enormous? It's pretty hard to imagine, but it's real. But it's even harder to realize that blue whale is the largest animal ever to have lived on Earth. Their tongues alone can weigh as much as an elephant, their hearts as much as a car. Blue whales reach these mind-blowing dimensions on a diet based on nearly exclusively of tiny shrimp-like animals called krill. During certain times of the year, a single adult blue whale consumes about 4 tons of krill a day. These animals also can be called true travelers. The thing is that they undertake lengthy migrations towards the equator as winter arrives. These swimmers cruise the ocean at more than 5 miles an hour, but accelerate to more than 20 miles an hour when they are agitated. Notably, in most cases blue whales inhabit depth of oceans. There they emit a series of pulses, groans and moans, and it's thought that in good conditions blue whales can hear each other up to 1,000 miles away. Scientists think they use these vocalizations not only to communicate but along with their excellent hearing to sonar navigate the lightless ocean depths. Here's the end of our today's video. I hope this one inspired you to explore the world surrounding us. Travel more and take care of the environment, especially about animals inhabiting it. Practically all above mentioned creatures are in danger of extinction, and that's why humanity needs to take the serious control about this awful situation. Stay aware and be more careful with your relatives. Thank you for watching it, and don't forget to like and share this video.